We're good. We're good. We're going. We're doing it. If you could hit that like button for me, let me like my own video over here on my other phone. I've already got my other phone going. Imagine that. I'm like so far ahead. I got things happening over here. But yeah, sorry. Dealing with some people at McDonald's over there, man. Whew. Whew. Like, wish my kids were here. I'd say, kids, that's why you don't do drugs right there. That's what I'd tell them. Not the employees. These were just, I'm going to tell you, the guy kind of reminded me the way he acted and moved. He reminded me of that Bobcat Goldwig guy, or however you say that guy's name. By the way, hashtag, that's going to be a thumbnail. Me as Bobcat Goldwig, you know, some police academy. Let me put that on the list for thumbnails in the future. Police academy. Where's that? Live thumbnails. Live thumbnails. Come on. I guess I can just erase Sling Blade and put Police Academy. There we go. There we go. How's everybody doing out there today? Hit that like button for me if you could as you roll in the door. If you're watching this on a replay, hit the like button as well. Check out all things in the description. A lot of good stuff going on down there. But yeah, real crackhead situation going on in McDonald's over there. Number one, like, I don't know. It's 45 degrees is what my watch says, but it's a little cool outside. But they were dressed in like trench coats and like, you know, heavy leather jackets. Had a real meth head vibe. Gold weight. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. So yeah, man, like, so they go up, they make the most complicated order you could ever imagine. Like, I want like a 6-piece nugget. I want half of them spicy, half of them regular. I want a sweet and sour mixed with a barbecue sauce. I mean, like, just the most absurd order. They thought it was funny. You know, it's like, you know, when you're hanging around drunk people and they think they're funny, but you just want to punch them in the head. That's how annoying they are. That is kind of what they were. They were like that. They were like, oh, this is cute. This is funny. We're playful. And, you know, I'm like, hey, guys, there's people that got to get on with their day. You know, we don't all have to go get under a bridge before sundown tonight. Some of us have jobs and things to do. So can you get out of the way, please? I dealt with it pretty good. I didn't say anything until the guy paid and then takes the receipt, steps over to the side, and then proceeds to go, oh, I wasn't done ordering. And I was like, well, you got to get behind me because I got to order, man. I'm like, I got shit to do today. You know, I was over it. I was over it at that point. Yeah, just, I got no time for people like that. Like, you know, if you want to be funny, goofy, you know, high as hell, like stumbling around, high, drunk, whatever you were, like, I don't care. Go follow your bliss. Just get the hell out of my way, because I'm, you know, I got things to do. Let's see what we got here. Who's in the house? Trucking on 95. What's up, everybody? Not much. We chilling. I got about an hour and a half before I can go pick up my load across the street over here. I'm already there. I'm literally like, I'm 2.3 miles away right now. So, 2.3 miles away, just chilling. No name in the house. What's up? No name says, got a raise to 50 cents per mile. That's good. That's always a plus. Let me, well, dang it. There we go. Clear out all this junk. Got a raise to 50 cents per mile, but they do zip to zip. Not great, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's the key. You got to be happy with it, you know. That's the ultimate thing. But yeah, you would prefer it be address to address. You should ask them about it. Say, hey, do you guys have plans in the future to do, you know, like practical miles on the pay? You know, just just ask them about it and see what they think. See if they say anything about it. But hey, the key is you happy. No Name says, I think Cash April fooled us with the live. Yeah, sorry about that. That's my bad. Didn't mean to pull the old psych on you. Like I said, I was gonna eat my chicken nuggets and then go live, and then I got stuck behind a couple drug addicts in there that was making a scene, and then when like I was like, well, you've already ordered, like let me order and you can come back and do what you got to do. His old lady like grabbed him by the back of his coat and pulled on him, and he got mad about it. He was like, bro, to his old lady. I guess it was his old lady, I don't know. And she straight checked him into the damn wall like a linebacker. She straight grabbed him and put him up against the wall, and I was like, damn, that's that meth strength you hear about, like these meth heads get high and they get extra strength. It was quite the scene, though. I wish I'd have been videotaping all of it. But she put him into the wall hard. Let's see. Don says, what's up? Not much, Don. Thanks for coming in. DIY in the house. Rory in the house. Hi, Cash. What's up? Nevada Trucking Trails. Good morning, Cash. What's cracking? We finally got done with that load that was taking forever. Should have been done with that load yesterday, and got done with it today. So that's what we do. Wild Bill in the house for sure. Stephen Davis, Bobcat, gold weight, pronounced gold weight. Okay. Becky B, what's up? Gold weight. Okay, gold weight maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Carlos says, good morning, my friend. Regards, April 1st. Yes, sir. K Save says, I went the entire month without breaking down. Get back to Florida and borrow the boss man's Ranger to drive home, and the cooling hose blows. Well, almost completely made it. Yeah, that's like, I mean, number one, it's not your vehicle, so, why stress it? Number two, yeah, it's like, at least it's not a semi-truck repair. You can go to AutoZone and get a hose. Hopefully. Let's see here. DIY Cement says, what's up, K-Save? One in the house, hey? K-Save says, what's up, DIY? Hope all is well. Yeah, everybody slap fives. Everybody go check out DIY if you don't have DIY's channel. Go see what's doing over there. Sorry, I got my windows down. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs like I normally do. I forget that you don't have to scream into your phone for it to work. So I'm just making sure I wasn't waking everybody up around me. I kind of parked off by myself here, so. Let's see. One says, hey, Cash, I got tight run California to Maine. Damn it, boy. How many miles is that? Oh, by the way, damn it, boy is going to be the new saying. Like when you watch, like on that, what is that bonehead trucker guy says, shame on a mess. My new thing is, damn it, boy. So, everybody do me a favor. Next time you're watching a bonehead trucker video, and don't act like you don't watch them. I mean, I don't, because I can't stand that guy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if you're ever over there watching one, just leave in the comments, say, damn it, boy. Because that's my new thing. So this live is about training or lack thereof. You guys saw my little Prime video I put out this morning. Man, that's pitiful. Pitiful they don't train these guys. And of course, anytime you record somebody trying to back in, everybody always says, oh, why didn't you get out there and help him? Hey, hey, hey. Because I don't get paid by Prime, okay? I'm not a trainer for Prime. Prime needs to train these some bitches before they give them a truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to train Prime drivers. I'm not here to train CR England drivers. I drive my own truck. So all the little whiny babies that say, why you get out and help him? I do get out and help, okay? Number one, I got out earlier this week and helped a CR England driver back in. Just because he had like 50 trucks backed up down the road, and I felt sorry for him. So I got out and I helped him. Come to find out, there was 2 people in that CR England truck. And I don't even blame the trainer on that one, because the trainee was like just backing in, like fighting the hell out of it. Like when you go to back in as a trainee, tell your trainer, say, hey, stop doing what you're doing back there. Stop touching yourself, and put on a pair of pants and get out there and help me, because this is your job. You know, like, this is your job. Um, yeah, training. It's miserable out here, and it shows. But yeah, so all the people that whine and say, "Oh, why didn't you get out there and help him?" Number one, there's already 2 people out there helping. I think once you get past one person helping, you're kind of hurting. You know, um, it seemed that way anyway. Because every time I see more than one person get out there and help, you know, maybe it's just me. But I think it hurts more than it helps. Let's see. Let's get through some comments. But that's where I'm at with it. Man, they need to start training these guys better. Let's see. Roger Moore in the house. What's up, Roger Moore? Just glad to see you made it out of that parking lot. Oh my God, dude. I put an 8-hour shift in over there yesterday. They gave me $150 for a layover sitting there at Food Line yesterday for 8 freaking hours at Food Line. 10 pallets. I brought in 10 pallets that broke down to 30 pallets. 10 to 30. So a lot of sorting and everything, but 8 freaking hours. Oh. This morning, 3 hours I sat there this morning. And on this load, they don't pay attention until 3 hours. So yeah, I got 5 hours of detention yesterday on that load, $150. Got $96 for like 3.5 hours the other day. Yeah, it was a pretty miserable load. Let's see, Bernie in the house. What's up, Bernie? Got a good crowd in here. 19 people, 8 likes. Everybody get after that like button for me if you could, as you ride along, or whatever you're doing, getting loaded, unloaded. You know, I don't know, whatever you're doing. Let's see. One says 3,200 miles from California to Maine. Damn it, son, that's a run. Damn it, boy. Sorry, I messed up my own saying. Damn it, boy. Nutmeg Donkey in the house says, where's your Chicken Express sweet tea at? Yeah, I don't drink sweet tea. You know, it's funny. I'm from the South and I hate sweet tea. If I'm going to drink tea, I like just regular green tea. Green tea with no sugar or nothing. Just plain ass old green tea. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Roger Moore says, dispatch made me do a 4-part multi-stop in a zigzag, 500 extra miles, and every delivery had to pull pallets off and reload the trailer. Oh, yeah, that's poor planning is what that is. Hopefully they paid you for all those miles and all that time. For sure. K-Save says, anyone want to hear gross numbers for the week? Hell yeah, we always want to hear the numbers. Hit me with the numbers. And I'll play a harmonica for you. All right, there it is. Now I want to see the numbers. Let's see. Bernie Sands in the house says, hey, DIY, could 3 months that I drove a 26-foot box truck with air brakes delivering furniture count towards my experience? If so, I'll be ready to go in August. All right, there you go. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? It is a good thing that it's got air brakes. You know, that helps. Was it a CDL? Was it a CDL box truck? I'm assuming with air brakes, it might have been. Might have been. Let's see. Let's run through some more of these real quick. Paul Harris says, here from Raphine, Virginia. Ooh, are you at the Big Petro? Or what is it? I think there's a Pilot or a Flying J across the road. See, Nevada Trucking Trails. I think if you're going to help a driver, you might be making it worse. Always ask the driver if he would like help. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, if a guy's like leaning over trying to look and see, if I'm walking by, I'll just give him the thumbs up if he's got it, or I'll tell him like give him the no go. But I don't like getting out there and like standing at your door and like putting you through training. Like if you want a little help watching the blind side, if it's a tight spot or something, I'll get out there and I try to help. But for the most part, I don't like it because it's your truck and you're in control of your truck. And like, I don't trust people that try to help me back in somewhere. Number one, I get out and explain to them who I am. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. But no, it's like that. It's like, I don't, like, even if a guy tells me, hey, you're good over there, I don't trust him because I don't know how good am I. Have I got it by an inch? Have I got it by a quarter of an inch? Like, that's a little close for me. So I'm not a big fan. And plus, I think if someone gets out there and tells you what to do, I don't think you learn from it. I think it's practice makes perfect. And by God, I've had a lot of practice, and I'm getting there. And I don't say that to be cocky. I'd like to a buddy of mine the other day, I said, I've been doing this. If I have to pull up one time at a truck stop or at a shipper, if I have to pull up one time, it's one too many. And I said, it's not that like I expect everybody else to be on that standard. But I said, for me, I've been doing this 15 years. And if I ain't got it figured out by now, like I've had some jobs where, some, tight backing, like, working for Cisco Foods. I mean, I would do 17 drops a day at Cisco Foods. My average was about 17 stops a day. When you're backing into a dock like 2 times an hour, like, or backing through a parking lot full of cars, like, and with a shorter trailer, you get good at that. I'm telling you, the shorter the trailer, the harder it is. A pup trailer is a bastard to back with a little single axle truck. Oh my God, I do not envy those guys. Like a 36 foot, it's getting there. It's getting better. But, I think for food service, I think that's the 36 or the 42 foot trailer is the way to be. But sometimes you just can't get them in, some of these colleges, that were built. Like there's some University of Minnesota places that I used to deliver to. Craziness. Roger Moore, $10. Go buy a pair of those glow sticks so you can help. I'm gonna get on eBay later and see if they got those like airport things you're talking about. Like, come on, backer in, more backer, more backer. Oh my God, that's funny. Let's see. DIY is gonna email you, Bernie. Yeah, I got you, Nevada. We know what you're talking about. Scottish trucker Tommy in the house. What is up, Tommy? How's it going in the oil fields these days? Tell me about it. Oil's going up every day. I'm assuming you guys are super busy down there. And for you guys that don't know, Scottish trucker Tommy's got a channel over there. He puts out a lot of good information. The guy's got a ton of experience. He's operating multiple trucks. He's got a fleet going over there, so go over there and watch him and learn something. Like, there is something to be learned over there. Grafton in the house. What's up, buddy? Bernie Sands says, all right, I just figured out I'd catch you here so I didn't have to go out of your way to check and send emails. Okay. Divided Trucking and Trails. When I'm helping a driver, they usually just want me watching their blind side and holler a universal whoa if they get close to anything. Yeah, that's the majority of it, like, so yeah, Paul Harris says my company gave all drivers a 12.5% increase. Whew, that's a raise right there, man. Come on. Dang, that's a raise. 12.5%. So, I mean, let's just ballpark it. I think OTR, I think the average is I would say probably about 45 cents a mile these days. Times 0.25. Dang, that's like a 5 or 6 cent increase. There you go. That'll get you up there. Case save gross numbers for the week $11,700. Calculating fuel right now. Damn it, K-Save. Damn it, K-Save. 11,700, man. You know, and I'm a little ticked at this load that I just got done with because I had a load scheduled back to Minnesota for like 24 and some change, and that load coming down paid 5,800. So I was going to be 58. Let me do some quick math. 58 plus 24. Let's just say 24. I was going to be at 8,200 with. Let's see. That delivered on Friday. I would have still had all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I would have still had 3 days left on that. I could have probably had one of those K-Save type weeks right there, but instead it's going to be about an $8,200 week. That's going to be my week. So, yeah, you know, probably not. What really ticks me off is the way the schedule worked out. It kind of knocked me out of a good weekend run, is what it did. Instead of getting a good weekend run from Minnesota, I ended up with a weekend run from North Carolina. Now, I'm not super mad at it because I am going to run it up and I'm going to be home for Easter. You know, so I'm not mad about that, you know. I'm not mad about that, but honestly, my kids are so spoiled. A holiday doesn't even mean anything to them. Like, I hate to say it, but it doesn't. Like, they get toys and everything else every day of the damn week. So, let's see. I heart Cryptoverse, but yeah, that's an excellent week, K-Save. That's a banger. That's a banger. I heart Cryptoverse. I'm surprised the receiver doesn't complain to Prime for gumming up the works with untrained drivers. This is rotten to not train these poor guys. Yeah, you know, that's funny because I was talking about it. I said if I was going to own a refrigerated warehouse, I'd have me like 1 or 2 doors just for Prime, and I would have like lines painted on the pavement. I'd be like, follow the line, you know, like from the front of the dock, I'd have a line spray painted on the ground, going up, out, and looping out a little bit. I'd be like, you follow that line with your steer tire on the driver's side, and then I'd have it painted one color for going up, and then I'd have it painted another color for coming back. And I'd tell them just slide your tandems to the rear before you start. That way, it's the same every time. But yeah, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad they don't even train them. Bernie Sand says, yeah, it was CDL Class B though. Well, that's a good thing that it was at least CDL, you know, with air brakes. You know, it might count. They might let that count because I mean, you know, like that's a big vehicle, especially you know with air brakes and all. So, the McDonkey said, have a moving van driver trying to back in next to me after like 6 attempts of him taking the most ridiculous angle ever. I just pulled fully out of my spot, let him back in, and then backed in my spot. Yeah. The other day at the Loves, boy, there was a Prime driver, and I think I talked about this on my last live show. He took the worst angle I've ever seen on backing in at a truck stop. And, I mean, he pulled, like, he got straight at an angle and just pulled way, way, way far out. And, I mean, like, I didn't even realize he was trying to park next to me. He pulled so far out. And then when he started backing, I was like, oh, he's coming towards me. And he literally lined it up where he would have been in the spot left of me, and he was trying to go to the spot right of me. And I'm like, oh, bro, you're off by about 20 foot there. You might want to rethink that. But, yeah, I thought about it. I was like, I might be better off to pull out, let him back, because it's a little scary sometimes, man. I heard Cryptoverse says, got my CLP with tanker endorsement on Monday. Be afraid, everyone. Oh, no, you do all right. You'll do all right. And, yeah, get that tanker endorsement. Get those doubles and triples thrown on there. You never know. You never know. I think I still got hazmat on mine. I don't even know if I got hazmat. That's sad. I don't do hazmat. Just not a thing for me. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Tanker, hazmat, double triples. Restrictions none. Yeah. Yeah. Got them all on there. Got them all on there. I could pull. I could pull double tanker hazmat. Bam. Boy, that should pay good, right? Doubles with tanker. That should pull. That should pay good. That should pay. We'll see where we at. But good luck. Good luck, I heart. Congratulations. You're officially a trucker. I suggest you get a shirt where the front of your belly hangs out a little bit, to start things off, That's always a good way to start. Let's see. Nevada Trucking and Trail says I'm not against hopping in someone's truck and backing it in for them. Done it before. I try to help them first, but if they're really struggling, I just ask them want me to do it. Yeah, I had a guy ask me in Laredo one time if I would back it in for him, and I said no, sorry. I just couldn't take that risk. You know what I mean? Like if something breaks on the truck, you know, like if something were to break, you know, drive shaft yoke breaks. I mean, just anything. You know what I mean? They would blame you for it, and that's just something I'm not willing to do. Um, just not a thing for me. Roger Moore, thank you again for the $10. You're the man. Thank you very much. Paul Harris says being OTR, we back once every 2 days, sometimes 4 or 5 days. Yeah, I mean you can. Like when I first started out in trucking, boy, I really avoided backing. I did. I used to go to rest areas that would have the pull through spots. I would circle the truck stop to find the easiest spot, which I kind of still do that. But um, yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of times OTR you can make it pretty easy on yourself. I would recommend it, but you still need the skill. 27 in the house, 13 likes. Everybody get that like button for me if you could. Appreciate it. As we chill here on a beautiful, beautiful sunny North Carolina day. We got a temperature 48 degrees. Of course, it feels like it's about 100 in this truck. That's why I had to crack the windows a minute ago. Little air flow through. Little air flow through. Let's see what we got here. Um, Shannon Thomas in the house. Good morning. Yeah, thanks for coming in. It's got his truck time. It says oil field is busy, good rates. Still only one truck in there. Loving the reefer rates. Thanks for your kind words. Yeah, no problem, Scottish Trucker Tommy. Appreciate you stopping by, coming by and joining us for the live show. Yeah, these reefer rates are stellar. I mean, like K Save just said, $11,700 on a week. Um, I mean, with rates like that, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to bring half of that to the house. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you run a good operation in a reefer division right now, which I mean, really flatbed's picking up too. I've seen some good flatbed rates here last couple days. Spring is springing here in the south. The trees are budded out. There's pollen on everything. My truck is literally yellow right now. Um, so trucking is good right now. You should be able to make as much money as your doctor makes right now driving truck, which I don't know. Probably won't last forever, but or hell, maybe my doctor will go get his CDL. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, it's craziness. It's craziness. Paul Harris says CFI denied me with day cab and 32-foot trailer for my license testing and schooling. Okay, CFI denied me with day cab and 32-foot trailer for my license testing and schooling. Yeah, I mean I could see that, like I've never understood why these schools do that. Like they should train the people on what they're going to be driving. Like if I was running a truck driving school right now, I would in my school I would try to have a Cascadia and a Pro Star right off the bat because that's the majority of what you're going to be in, you know. Um, like I would want one or two different, maybe two, three different kinds of trucks, maybe a Volvo or a Kenworth T680. You know, like I would want these guys to be looking at what they're going to be in when they're out on their own. And I wouldn't put them in no day cabs. They would all be sleepers. If we're going to sleeper companies, we're going to be driving sleepers. If we're going to flatbed companies, we're going to be pulling flatbeds around, spread axle. Like, you know what I mean? I want these guys to get the real experience. These schools aren't doing guys any favors by doing that. You know, it's sad that they do that because, you know, it's like it kind of it's like at that point it kind of takes away from being a training and kind of becomes one of those puppy mill situations where we're just trying to get you through. We're just trying to run you through. And yeah, it's sad that they do that to people. Our crypto versus thanks. I'll work hard to learn. Yeah, just that's the key to trucking. I don't. It's not that hard. It's just you know, take the time to learn it. That's a big one. You know, like every time you put that truck in reverse and you hit those flashers, think about it. Say, okay, last time I did this and it worked a little better than what I was doing before, or maybe what I was doing before worked better. You just refine it. You'll just refine it over time. You know, and the key to trucking is this. I can make trucking no more simple than this. Pick up on time, deliver on time, and don't let the truck touch anything it's not supposed to touch in between. Like that's it. You know, don't let the truck and trailer touch anything it's not supposed to touch. And deliver on time, pick up on time. That's as simple as trucking can be. Um, let's see. I heard Cryptoverse says, promise to stick my gut out and wear flip flops. Yeah, yeah. Put that big. Let your toenails grow out to about that far past the toe, and ride with your foot up on the dash if you get a Volvo. Um, sorry, all Volvo guys, but I see that a lot in those Volvos, man. Those guys got that got that foot up on the dash, like I'm just like, if you have to hit the brakes real hard, especially if you got a collision system, like a collision warning system, and that thing hits the auto brakes, you're gonna knee yourself in the face. You know, some four wheeler cuts in front of you. Next thing you know, you got your front teeth knocked out with your own knee. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. Let's see. Roger Moore says, I heart crypto. Did you get your uh, GI issued blue parrot? Okay. Yeah, for sure get you a blue parrot if you're going to be a truck driver. That's money. That's money. I got the 450. I got the 450. Battery on this thing is unbelievable. The battery, like, I mean, it sits over there with it was on right there. That's why I put it on to turn it off. But so that thing sits there and you know is on half the day. It's still got battery for like a week's worth of calls. Like it does. You can talk for like hours and hours. And shout out to Mark at Trucking Answers. I won that on his show. I had some cheap, crappy off-brand, and let me tell you, I didn't realize how bad that off-brand was till I got this Blue Parrot. It's got that sound like noise cancellation on it. Oh my god, I can be out on the windiest day ever and talk to people, and they never say anything about the wind. Yeah, so check them out. Check them out. Get yourself a Blue Parrot, worth the money. See, J&R Transport in the house. What's up, man? I'm down here in North Carolina today. I'm over in Statesville. I'm in Statesville. Is it just me, or have they been working on that I-40, I-77 interchange for about 10 years now? I went by there today, and I was like, surely they got that done now, because, I mean, that was like, God, that felt like 3, 4, 5 years ago they started that. Maybe longer than that. But I was like, surely they got that done, but now I come through there, nope. They're just putting up the pillars for the ramps, and, I mean, it's like, they must have took a year or two off or something. Let's see, J&R says, finally upgraded my Class B to Class A. Class A, I got you. This week, going to look at a tractor tomorrow. Good job, good job. What kind of trailer are we putting behind that truck? Let's see. Roger Moore says, make sure you wear those flip flops in the shower. Yeah, yeah. I don't wear flip flops in the shower anymore. You know what I do is first thing I do when I go into the shower stall is I turn the hot water on, as hot as it'll go, and I spray some cleaner in there. I put a couple squirts of Lysol on everything and let it wash everything off. And then once it washes, I leave the hot water running, and I shave, do whatever I got to do, and then I go in there and take my shower. And I got a big can of Tenactin, tough ass acting Tenactin back there in my shower bag. As soon as I come out of the shower, I dry off, and then I spray my feet down with Tenactin. To me, that's the best policy, because if you wear flip-flops in there, that water splashing up can still get on your feet, so you could still get a lot of bacteria on there. So, that's been my new way of doing it, Let's see. I heard Cryptoverse. Not yet, Roger Moore, but I will, so I won't be ashamed in front of Mark. Congrats, JNR. Yeah, no doubt, man. A lot of people moving up to Class A these days. It's a good move, It's a good move. It expands your horizon, whether you stay Class B or not. You got that Class A back there in case, times ever call for it. Roger Moore, LOL. Yeah. Paul Harris, when I was first licensed, I was trained in a long-nosed Pete with a sleeper. It was intimidating, but you made it through. Yeah, well, there you go. See, that probably made you a better driver, honestly. I know I took a loaner truck here, I don't know, maybe a year ago I drove a loaner truck. It was like to go pick up a load. Not this, like a couple months ago I had a loaner truck when I was having an electrical issue, but before I took a loaner truck, and it was an 860 Volvo. It was the big long ass Volvo, and boy, let me tell you, makes a real difference on the length of that truck, and in relation to where and how easy it is to back in. Like this guy here, he's got a big stretched out Peterbilt. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but yeah. Definitely makes a difference on where, when, and how you park, and where you pull through. And see, look, he's got to get way out there with it so he can make it through to make that left. Things you got to think about when you got that big long ass truck like that. 31 in the house, 18 likes. Everybody coming in, hit that like button for me if you could. Nevada Trucking and Trail says, when I was new, I always picked a spot that had company trucks just in case. I didn't want to piss off an owner-operator, put him down for weeks hitting a company truck. At least I'm not risking putting someone out of business. Yeah, I always pick the easiest I could find, man. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was not good at backing when I was starting out. It took me a while to get the hang of it. It really did. Roger Moore, the Slavic squat is their natural position. The best they can do in the truck is flip-flops on the dash. I'm not playing with you guys. I got my doors blown off the other day, and I was running a hot load. That was that Alabama load down to Alabama, and I was running 70 miles an hour, and I got my doors blown off. I'm talking blown the hell off. Got my doors blown off by a guy in a Volvo, probably doing about 85. This old Volvo was beat to absolute hell. He had both feet on the dash with the steering wheel like up in his lap. So like you can imagine, like both feet up on the dash, stretched out, like he's sitting sitting at the beach, and had the steering wheel adjusted where it was up like at his belly. And I'm like, it literally looked like he was trying to hump the steering wheel column. And I was just thinking, like, that's an older Volvo that thing probably doesn't have any kind of collision mitigation or, adaptive cruise control. So I'm like, he's doing 80 miles an hour. What's his reaction time when someone pulls off a ramp in front of him that he doesn't see? Or, there's something like that. Like, to get, number one, he would have to slide back in his seat. I don't know. Maybe he's flexible enough. I don't know. But to get his foot all the way down from up on the dash down to the brake, I'm going to say 4 or 5 seconds from the time he sees it to the time he can hit. I hate seeing stuff like that. Makes me nervous as all hell. But yeah. Let's see. JNR Transport says thanks, iHeart. Yeah, no doubt. Everybody congratulate. Let's see. JNR says they've been working on that forever. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it's probably been close to. I know it's been 5 years. I'm thinking it's maybe been longer than that. I mean, that's like one of those retirement jobs over there. Like, how long does it take to do that? North Carolina doesn't have like a super long winter, so it's like they can. I mean, they're out there working on it now, and it's what, April 1st. They probably work on that thing for like 10 months out of the year. I think the big problem is like to hire some more people. There was maybe the whole thing I saw, maybe 30 people working out there. You're telling me there's not another 30 people that would love a good paying job, doing work out there? I don't know. Don't get me started on construction, because the money don't go to the workers, and it don't go. It goes to places it shouldn't go. Anytime you get government contracts, you gonna have some shady crap going on in the background. Like, Bob's my cousin, and he needs to be compensated because he's got 15 illegitimate kids. So Bob's going to be the foreman, and we're going to pay him $300,000 a year to be the foreman. He don't know nothing, that type of stuff. Just saying. Let's see. JNR says, I'm going to do some regional flatbed stuff down here in the Carolinas and Virginia. Okay, sounds like a good idea. Nevada Trucking and Trail says, I think training companies say they train you, but I really don't learn until after I got my own truck. First time backing on my own, I found the loan truck in the parking lot and backed in next to them. Yeah. They weren't happy. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think there's just like, I think if a training school is done right, I think it can like get you the concept of backing though. Like, I don't know. I think if I was running a truck driving school, I would have real incentive. Like the first week we would practice just probably cones. Probably just put some cones up and have you back into some cones to get the concept of what backing is. And then I think the next week we'd have something, have some like empty containers or trailers parked on each side that you got to back. Something that, if you hit it, you're going to know you hit it. I don't know. To me, there needs to be some consequences. Because even to this day, I back better when there's like a truck on each side of me. I do much better when there's consequences. Great Freight Sage Lot. Great. Let me learn to talk. The Great Freight Sage Logic. Man, that is a hell of a name. What's the GFSL? The GFSL in the house. Great Freight Sage Logic says, hey. Robert Burns. That's like the other trucker, James Best. They call him TOTJB or whatever. I'm like, just the initials is longish. Let's see. Robert Burns in the house. What's up? Paul Harris. When parking, go to the back of the truck stop, most likely to have open spots and less traffic. Yeah. I mean, I'm that way. Like, if I'm parking during the day, if I'm going to try to sleep during the day, I want to park way out at the end where, it's going to be quieter, hopefully. I don't know. I try to put a little bit of logic into it. Jose Rodriguez says, quick question. Yeah, no problem. Hit me with the question. If you don't mind, how do you pay yourself, not amount, but what form, 1099 or W-2? That's a tax question. I really don't like to touch on tax questions because it confuses everybody. And I mean, basically, I just got a pass through company. Like they, I get a 1099, and you know, like that's just how I operate it. Let's see, but yeah, you definitely get yourself a good accountant would be my because everybody needs to do it different. It works better for other people different ways. Nevada Trading Trail says 6 months experience, trainer, hold my flip flops. Show you how professional does it. Oh man, yeah, yeah. And I did that at USA Truck. I trained people with 7 whole months of experience. I had. They put up somebody in the truck and said, train this guy. And I was like, I'm not that good, to be honest with you. Like, they were like, well, hell, you've got 6 months of experience. You're basically like the most senior driver we have. And I was like, oh my God, what are we doing here? I took a couple people out on the road, man. It was not good. It was not good. Just wouldn't listen to me. Didn't speak the same language. There was reasons I didn't like it. I told them it wasn't for me. I told them if I have to be a trainer, I'll go somewhere else. Um, Jerome Jones says had a driver driving on I-78 in PA heading to Allentown with one hand on the wheel and one on the phone, forth between lanes through a construction zone. Yeah. I think it was Mark on Trucking Answers again, talking about it the other day. I think it down in Georgia. They had a sting operation for catching drivers holding their phone, and they caught like 100 people in like 2 or 3 hours. It's ridiculous. These people holding their phone, like, get a freaking blue parrot, or I just don't know. But I like how they caught them though. They were taking pictures of them from on top of a bridge. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot because they're not going to see that coming. But yeah, I think it should. I think they need to crack down on it. It's like drug testing. I think they need to get stricter with the drug testing out here, man. Some of these people I see out here, I had a guy, I can't remember where I was at. It's probably been about 6 months ago. Sitting in a dock. And I mean, you just smell marijuana smoke like I'm in Amsterdam, like everywhere. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And you look down the way a little bit, and there's a freaking guy with his window cracked about this much, blowing smoke out of it. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Because none of the other trucks parked in the docks had anybody sitting up front. Now, maybe that guy was smoking a cigarette, and it was somebody else smoking pot in the sleeper of another truck, but somebody at that dock was smoking pot. And I was just like, God, we got to get this drug testing right. Roger Moore says, if anyone offers to pay you 1099, figure 17% lost to self-employment taxes. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Wait a minute. I skipped somebody, I think, here. Let me look. Quick question. How do you pay yourself? Yeah, that, Jose's talking about how you pay yourself as an owner-operator. Like, because some guys, they'll create like a C Corp or an S Corp, and then they'll pay themselves as an employee based on going truck driving rates. They'll pay themselves like 35 cents a mile or something. You know. I heard Cryptoverse W-2, the company manages taxes and Social Security payments. 1099 is when you work for yourself. Get an accountant to help you out on the managing that. Yeah. Yeah, he's not talking about working for a company that pays 1099. He's talking about paying himself as a 1099 or a W-2. And I do know guys that do that, pay themselves as a W-2 employee. They own their own business, and they'll set up like a C Corp or an S Corp. I think mostly they're S Corps. Maybe, I don't know, maybe C Corp. I'd have to look and see which one. But the way they do it is they pay, they get their 1099, and then that 1099 comes to their business, and then they pay their self. They pay their self a W-2, and leave the rest in their business. I think that's what he's talking about. Shannon says truck driving schools train you to pass the test to get your CDLA. Yeah, Yeah, they don't train you to be a truck driver. They train you to get that license, and then you're not their problem anymore. Mission accomplished. I get it. I get it. The great GFSL says, I'm a hell of a guy. Yeah. Hey, you got to like yourself, man. That's the key to life. You know, be somebody that you're proud of. Now, McDonkey says, when I started with Swift 5 years ago, you had to do 40 training bags. I did probably 35 of them in an empty Petro parking lot. Was dog crap when I first went out on my own, but I got there eventually. Yeah, that is good, though. I mean, if they require you to do 40 training backs, at least it's repetition, you know? Like, I give them that. Dale says, what's good today, everyone? Let's all stay profitable. Amen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Profitable is the way to be. Roger Moore, and take another 10% for the bookkeeping hassle. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you know, 25% or so. Like 1099. If I was going to be a 1099 company driver, I mean, you know, like, I'm not interested at 60 cents. Because you can be a company driver at 60 cents out here. Not everywhere, but, you know, like, a lot of companies are getting in that, like, 50 to 60 range. You know, like, Schuster's getting their pay up there. GP Transco's getting their pay up there. So I'm not interested at 60. I'm not interested at 70 at being a 1099 employee. At 80 cents, depends on the situation. At 80 cents. You give me a brand new truck and we're running like consistent freight that gets me by the house a lot. Yeah, I'll think about it. 90 cents is kind of where I think the minimum wage of 1099 employees should be. And honestly, I wouldn't even really want to think about it till about $1 a mile. And so that's where I'm at with it, you know. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like when a 1099 job is paying $1 a mile, then I'll be like, okay, that's kind of where I think it should be paying. Jose says, thank you. Yeah, sorry I couldn't answer that better than what I did, but that's kind of that's kind of what I think, you know, or how I do it. Let's see, I missed some here. Let me get back here where I was at. Dale says, amen on that, on the drug testing and non-Bluetooth use. Yeah, both very simple things to take care of in trucking. And I don't know, man. I think of it as, man, there's other people's families out here in these cars. You know, my family's in these cars. Like, yeah, you know, like looking down, messing with your phone, like, be selfish about it. Think of it as from a selfish point of view. You hit a family and you kill somebody, or you hit an individual and you kill them. That you got to live with that for the rest of your life. So, you know, like, if you think of it even from a selfish point of view, you ruin your life. Let's see here. 37 in the house. Good job, everybody. Thanks for coming in. 21 likes. Rub up on that like button for me a little bit there if you don't mind. If you don't mind, let's see. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Think about that, maybe. Let's see. Nevada says, in regards to 1099, it's not 17%, it's 7.3. Know your stuff. It's today 15. You already pay half W2, so if you're 1099, you have to pay the other half. Yeah. I think it's, what is it? It's 7.65% you pay extra in unemployment and all that. There's a few things that, you know, you're not getting that you would be getting as a company driver. Also above that they don't pay. You're not getting unemployment paid in on yourself, and you're not getting workman's comp paid on yourself. So those are two other things you need to factor in. Richard Pierce in the house. What's up, Richard? Says, is it better for an owner-operator to be 1099 or W-2 if Social Security is supposed to be bankrupt at some point in the future? With 1099, you can skirt paying into it. Um, well, an owner operator would be a 1099. I don't think you can be a W 2 owner operator. You're a company driver if you're W 2. Um, and no matter if you're 1099 or W 2, you're going to pay into Social Security. The government is not going to let you not pay into Social Security. Now, that is if you pay taxes legitimately. Um, to say I'm going to be a 1099 so I can cheat taxes, that's a bad plan in my opinion. That's not playing a game that you want to play in my opinion. So my advice would be, um, I'm not a huge fan of 1099 company positions because I don't think they pay enough. Like I said, you can be a company driver and make 50 to 60 cents a mile these days. So for me, I'm not interested till it gets up to like probably 80, 90 cents a mile. I mean, a dollar a mile is probably where I would actually think about it, just because there's a lot of things that go into being a 1099 that like I just don't want to deal with it. Trucking Answers, Happy Fool's Day. We love the IRS. Yes, sir. Thanks for coming in, Trucking Answers. I've already talked about you twice today. I guess your ears were ringing because we were talking about Blue Parrot headsets, and I said, well, you know, uh, get yourself a Blue Parrot. I got mine over there at Trucking Answers, so go over there, check out Market Trucking Answers. If you don't know, now you know. Let's see. And what else? Oh yeah, we were talking about. I think it was you the other day. It was talking about the cops catching people on their cell phones using cameras on a bridge. Oh, I love that idea. God, can we get more of that, please? Um, let's see. Um, Oh, Trucker Dave says I have 8 years experience before I trained at Swift. Yeah, that's a good amount of driving experience. Like as long as you feel comfortable with it, I'd say that's a pretty good amount. Um, Roger Moore, Richard, that's a very big question. You need a CPA to answer properly. DIY with a $3 super sticker, my hero. Oh man, is that the song you're requesting? Be your hero, baby. Yeah. Little Enrique Iglesias for you today. Come on. Damn. Harmonica and singing. I got it all over here. I got it all over here. Somebody drop a beat for me. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Let me get back to where I was at. Sorry, the friggin' harmonica just throws me off. Yeah, it's a big answer. You need a CPA, but yeah, Richard, as an owner operator, you're going to be 1099. I don't know how you would be a W 2 as an owner operator, um, and you're going to have to pay that Social Security, brah. The government's not going to let you out of taxes in any way, man. Anyway, it's the world we live in these days. Taxes are never going to be going backwards. We're in a bad position coming to money. Roger Moore, yeah, let's see. Keep on trucking 1099. You got to pay 15%, and you got a lot of write offs. As a company driver, it's 1099. You really don't have a lot of write offs. Like you might could write off your cell phone bill. What else could you write off? Mm, yeah, there's not a whole lot of write offs in that. And I'm in business to make money, not to have write-offs. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying in general. Like I don't like write-offs. I want that money. I want to keep that money. Keep that money. Let's see. Trucking Answers. Thank you again for the $10 super chat. Trucking Answers. If you wear it, make it a parrot. That's for damn sure. I was saying that earlier in the show. I had this old, I think I got it from Amazon back when I used to order stuff from Amazon before I realized Jeff Bezos was the devil and I don't want to do business with the devil. I used to have this cheap little janky headset. And I didn't realize how bad it was. Then I got this, and I was like, oh, this other headset's a piece of crap. So I think it's. I don't even know if I still got the headset. I think I might have like threw it away or gave it away. Um, Jose says, I watched your IFTA video yesterday and it's very clear. I'm ready to save on fuel. Yeah, for sure. IFTA is one of the best ways to save on fuel as far as like, don't overpay on taxes. Get that cheap fuel. See, Trade Answers, oh my God, do you take song requests? I only take song requests from people that super chat or super sticker. I don't sing and dance for free. The bald guy says, LOL, the McDonald's weirdos are too common. I always order from the kiosk when I have a chance. Robots are taking over, so I might as well get used to it. Yeah, the kiosk wasn't working in there. They're COVID times. They don't want people touching the kiosk. Don't touch the kiosk. The lady come over there. The guy was getting like some water from the fountain machine. Boy, she come over there and let him have it. She says, yeah, sir, do not touch the fountain machine. And I was like, damn, boy, you better not touch that fountain machine. The other trucker, James Best, in the house. What's up, man? We was talking about James Best earlier, and Mr. James Best. Number one, thanks for the super long live shows you do. I do appreciate those. They do make driving down the road easy because they give me something to listen to. It's not fair that you get such a smoky silk voice and a great head of hair. It's just not fair. But listening to James Best actually changed my mind on 1099 company drivers. That's kind of where I got that from. I was listening to him and he was like, if it pays $1 a mile, why not? And I'm like, hey, it's true. That's true. I'll do the 1099 at $1 a mile. So yeah, everybody go check out James Best. He's got a good channel over there. A lot of good content. And another guy that knows a lot about a lot. As far as like he has a brokerage, he has his own authority. Write-offs are expenses. Yeah, I'm not in business for write-offs. I'm in business to make profits. Nevada Trucking and Trails, yeah, 7.65. Talk about knowing your stuff and unemployment and workman's comp. I don't really worry about Social Security. I'm not saying nothing. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Social Security, by the time, I'm in my mid-30s right now. I probably got, what, 70, I think I'm 72. I got like half my life left to go before I get to Social Security. There will be no Social Security by the time I get there. I am not planning one iota for $1 of Social Security. They've already spent Social Security for the next 100 years probably. Nevada Trucking and Trail says write-offs are free money. Write-offs are free money. Get you some. I don't know. Like, the thing about write-offs are, yes, if it's something I'm going to buy already, yeah, I'm going to write it off. But, I hate buying stuff. It takes money out of my bank account. And that's where I get my sense of worth is from my bank account. So. Other Trigger James Best, you got to spend it to get it, rather not spend it. Yeah, that's me, man. I got a little Hebrew in me, and I shouldn't have said that. A little Hebrew. Oh my God. Oh man, yeah, that's what she said. But anyway, Nevada Trucking and Trail says spend 1,000, you save 200 on it. If I need to spend the money the first place, never use the write-off excuse to spend money. That's right, yeah. Yeah, LOL, it's my cross to bear. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it ain't fair. It ain't fair. But guys, I'm going to hop off here. I got about 25 minutes where I got to be at this place I'm picking up. And 8 minutes away. So I'm going to time this out about right. I called them and talked to them earlier. They said there is no reason to show up early because we got a truck that comes in at noon. And she said it takes about an hour to load a truck. And they're going to take a lunch in between you and that guy. So I said, hey. She said, be there at 1:30, open the doors, back it on in to any dock, and we'll load it up. I said, hey, this is what I like to hear. I like a plan. Even if it's not the best plan, I like a plan. So, all right, guys, let's finish up the comments real quick here. I'll throw these in. Keep on trucking says, Hebrew, you got that right. Yeah, Bernie says, yeah, James Best, put the truck situation in perspective for me. You don't buy a new house because the maintenance cost is high. Just fix it. I'm going to buy an older pre-emissions truck and rebuild it. Yeah, yeah. That's. I will say this: if you can find a glider truck that is in good shape and has been taken care of and not ragged out and not super overpriced. To me, they feel like they're about 20% overpriced right now. I would love to have a glider truck, and not because I want to cheat logs. Like I'll probably put an ELD in some bitch anyway. I just want it because it's easier to work on. I like working on stuff, but like my last problem I had with this Freightliner was an electrical issue that the plug-in of the log was messing with the other computer in the truck. Like, how am I supposed to find that as just a regular owner operator? I don't have a $4,000 computer to sit there and run diagnostics for 8 hours. But like with an older truck, like I can replace alternators, I can replace starters, I can replace stuff like that. But yeah, glider kits are a good way to be, guys, if you can find one that's not super overpriced. Let's see. Other Trucker James Best, right on. Yep. Later, Nevada, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, James Best. Glider, same price. Comp, new with 300,000. Yeah, those gliders are ridiculously priced right now. I was looking at some Columbias. I think they were like 2016s, maybe. Like 350, 400,000 miles on them. They want like 80 grand for these things. And I'm like, no, no, that's like a $60,000 truck. There, guys. Thanks for coming by, hanging out with me, spending some time. Take care of each other out there. Later.